I make some chicken nuggets? Oh, y'all want them open yet?
You can open. Good morning, everybody. Great, my brother, good, my spirit. Guess I'm gonna try to commentate live. This cool cat just scratching some of this trag on me. 3 cards in his hand. 600 a card, I think it is. I give him 1800 attacking defense. Destroy this ancient gear monster with my absorber, the thunder monarch. Battle phase, spot the injured. Set this face down. After I run the main phase too. That's all I can really do. So I end my turn. Try to call out what he will do. His draw phase, stand by main phase 1. Oh snap, we're gonna destroy up my thunder monarch. I'm not gonna chain. Wait for him to finish doing what he's doing, probably to the end of his main phase, because of these ancient gears are unaffected by spelling trap cards when they attack. Or is it only trap cards? Not 100 right now. So he's saying that I'm not gonna activate yet, but it is the end of the main phase. Now it's the time for me to activate my face down, which is no entry. It's gonna turn all his attack position monsters into defense, protecting me from getting attacked, ending his turn because there's nothing else he can do supposedly. Alright, we got a 2000 defense and a 1200 defense to play against. Plotting on taking one of his monsters. I wish he had a face down. Well, I wish he had a face down either this turn or the last turns when I had the Thunder Monarch. Then I could have destroyed the face down and used him. And the Thunder Monarch would be the Monarch I'd be left with right now. It's on the dresser, I think, is it? The cup is a white one right there. So we're gonna take his ancient gear with brain control. 800 life points. Welcome to the board. ancient gear. Ooh, what if his strike got something we can work with? Nope, because then we won't be able to. Well, if we take Trag, yeah, that won't really work for us. If we take Trag, I think Trag has an effect where we could discard a monster and we could take control, hopefully permanently, for a monster equal to the level of the monster we discarded that our opponent controls. But the only 6 we have, since our opponent has a 6/2, is our Rock Monarch, who we were just talking about. And he'll be getting his track back, and we really don't want to read him with his track unless we have something in our graveyard that could have we can make his level become like, since we haven't normal summoned yet, we could still pray for a level 4 in the grave, but I think the only thing we have in the grave is a 5. If I'm remembering the 3 cards that are in there right. It's the Thunder Monarch. Oh, yep, 2 5s. The Thunder Monarch, Cyber Dragon, and the No Entry Trap card. So we're not going to take Trag. We're going to take Ancient Gear number 6, which was still a bad idea because he doesn't have a face down. You know, we're wasting the effect of the Rock Monarch here. Can't have them all. No crying over spilled milk. So here we are taking his Ancient Gear monster, which we have some tuners too. We could tune or even a Cyber Valley. I think we have a Cyber Valley in this deck. We could have done some plays with that too, so to say. So we just want to tribute so that he doesn't get this monster back. Sorry, no face downs to destroy, especially our own. Yay. And we're finna in a battle phase. Battle phase. Go ahead and attack his 1200 defense track. Straight to in face. That's all we can really do. See what he's gonna do after he draws his card. Ooh, Psychic Monster. Nothing we can really do. Oh, now I'm really kind of a little sour. If we would have used Soul Exchange, we wouldn't have been able to attack. Yeah, he would have. So, you know, I'm being quiet. It's greed. That's greed. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. You don't want to be greedy. But we do. We can just attack. Go ahead and just attack. Go for his life points right now. We're not going to think about the woulda, shoulda, couldas. We're just going to go ahead and stick it now. Summon our Archfiend Soldier, Null Monster, 4-star, Dark Fiend, coming in at 1900. Send him against his. That is a very bad idea to attack him. Because of Psychic Commander's effect, he can decrease the attack of a monster by 500. So we're not going to do that. We're going to send Gamma We're going to send our Rock Monarch up on him. And he special summons his track again with only 1 card in his hand. His track's defense and attack is only going to be 600. So yes, we're going to attack that with our Archfiend Soldier. Clearing his fill and ending our turn, since our 2 cards in our hand are really kind of not ready for the end of that for that main phase, that second main phase, so to say. And we're walking. He just potted the Avarice. Sorry about the 5 cards I didn't get to see that he took back. But he cuts my Rock Monarch's attack in half and buoy to that. So we're going to keep it on the attack again. He ended his turn. It's on me. I drew another Soul Exchange. No monsters to tribute with. Okay, right now we're going to do the math of Is it worth synchroing right now? Because we can synchro summon for a level 7, and that 7 would be our Dark Stride fighter. He can come out and just basically do a little bit of burn damage with any other monsters that are on the field or that we contribute, that we take from our opponent. His attack being 26, I think it was. Oh, we also have a. Nope, we don't have. He's not a light tuner, so we can't bring out that 7. Let's see, who could we bring up if we wanted to? Yep, only Dark Stride with his 2600 attack. Okay, call it greed, call it being strategic, whatever. But before you synchro summon right now, and especially since he doesn't have a backfill, it's a clean, open attack right now. Only thing that can stop us is if he has a Kalu right now. Increasing his Gale or the Whirlwind attack by 1400, making him the not 26, but it's actually a 27, so we would still be scarred if he has a Gale in his hand right now. So we're gonna try to be greedy for a little bit more, and we're gonna attack with this overall 14 and 19, making that 2,000, 3,300 battle damage total we can inflict on him right now. And he's at 46. Excuse me, so to say. Battle phase. Archfiend attacks. Keep our tuner. And no Gale. Alright. Clean attack. 14. More. Haha. Alright. Feel the burn. We're gonna end our battle phase. Main phase 2. Now we could go ahead and synchro right now for that Dark Stride fighter so that it'll give him give Paul here. We're gonna introduce Paul. YouTube live, Paul, YouTube live. We're gonna we could synchro summon for the Dark Stride fighter so that he has a challenge to play with. Or we could just end the turn right now and we'll have 2 monsters and we are playing against a theme deck right here, a meta deck, so to say. Ancient Gear Monsters, welcome to the table. Late welcomes. But you know, just being, I don't know, let's just wondering, we're stuck with our 2 soul exchanges in our hand. This deck is filled with tribute monsters, so if he does summon a monster, hopefully one of the next 33 cards, without doing the math, could be a tribute into the Storm Bell. So yeah, we'll just end our turn, leaving us with 2 monsters, opening them up to see what he does. He draws. Oh, a gadget. Cool. Paul has gadgets. Gives him another card in his hand. Hopefully he doesn't have another trag. Ha ha ha. LOL. TMI. Ooh. No tributes. I can't take any of his monsters, but I can go on the assault. So here we are again without summoning Dark Stride, because Dark Stride's overall battle damage we can do will be 26. Right now with Archfiend, Soldier, and Cyclone Creator, we can do 33. I think that was. So we're battle phase. Soldier attacks. Green gadget. 5 damage. 14 more from the Cyclone Creator. Main phase 2. TMI, Cyclone Creator. YouTube Live, Cyclone Creator. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand, our hand, or the hand. Discard 1 card from the hand, return 1 spell or trap card from the field to the hand, equal to the number of face-up total monsters on the field. Cool. So I'm not gonna do that, even though that would be nice, or just overkill. I don't even know what the underkill, because he's gonna summon that card. He's gonna, activate that card right back during his main phase 1, or he could. And you know, it really wouldn't destroy it. It's not in my way, so we're not gonna worry about Cyclone's effect right now. We're just gonna go ahead and EP end our turn, end our phase. see what Paul does. He draws, sets, ends his turn. Okay, all right. We have drawn, and we drew another rock monarch. I'm not sure what his face down monster effects are, and I don't know. We could go on the assault right now just to see what that face down is. TMI for self. Not sure. Bread and light doing this weird. Battle face. Archfiend. Attack. Face down. Defense. Alright, it's a 1200 defense. Yellow gadget. We'll go ahead and send 1400 more his way, saving our card. We will not activate anything because that 1400 was enough to end the game. Alright. Cool. Cards acquired. From Paul. Snatch this turn. Another psychic. We really. And we'll put him to the psychics. With Fusion Richie, if we can ever get that, I guess, played together, we may try to play with that one day. Paralyzing Potion. A non-machine type monster equipped with that card cannot attack. I guess it's good for anybody playing with non-machines. My opponents, non-machines, watch out. I got something that'll stop them. Ooh, I need the other card, the Fusion monster too, that Chemertech Fusion. Yeah, with that, they just kind of go together. For some reason, hey, if you do run machines, I'll fuse your machines. If not, we're gonna make you not attack, so to say. Only thing that made that card better would have been if it targeted two non-machine monsters. Okay, we got a card from Morphtronics. A normal one tribute, Sea Serpent 2000 attack, Sea King Dragon. And we're just gonna buck the rest of the cards that we would have seen. Quitting all that, saving this, yes. Pause match, alright. Yay. And on to round two. With us leading, with it leading, me leading. Round one. Everybody else off. Round three, leading third. And see who our second matches. TMI. Alright, Scott. I wonder if Scott was the guy with the white hair. And if Scott was the guy with the white hair, honor to the presence out there with all my guys out there that earned their white hairs, their hoary heads, so to say. To your presence is honor to you, especially if you're watching this broadcast. Hey, you can tell us something kind about that bread in my body, blood in my spirit. Boo. Tell us something kind about that Jesus Christ. Get his band right there. I hope not. Choose these scissors. We're gonna win. Go second. Cause I don't know. I kind of feel like in the new meta, since they took our first card in drawing, and we're stuck with 5. You know, I think that we kind of need to go second. You know, just to make that free card that he's gonna get. You know, make him work for it a little bit. You know, so to say. So, all right, he's drawing. Scott, red hair. No, he wasn't the guy with the right hair. The young cat, red hair. All right, so Scott looks like he's running a fairy deck. Sanctuary of the Sky is in his field zone with a face down. No face downs for me to activate my bait doll. I've drawn. I've got a space gate. I need to go ahead and set that since whenever I or my opponent attacks, it gets a counter. And for every counter on that card, when I get to send it to the graveyard, I get to special summon a monster from my hand equal to the number of counters on that card once I've activated it. Yeah, that's something I can do during my main phase. It looks like. Let's go ahead and see what that does. Space Gate, trap card, continuous. When a monster your opponent controls or is attacked, meaning me or my opponent attacks, hopefully, without getting too into it. Place one gate counter on that card at the end of the damage step during the main phase. So yes, during the main phase, I'll be able to send this card to the graveyard to special summon one monster from my hands whose level is equal to or lower than the number of gate counters on this trap card. It doesn't say trap card. I paraphrased it a little bit. Excuse me. But on that card, I get the special summon. So yeah, that's a good special summon card from my hand to bring out. He's face down right now. Forgive me, I'm blathering a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon the Cyber Dragon from my hand in attack position and normal summon this Cyclone Creator, Ally of Justice monster. Ally of Justice. I will not activate any effects, but I will enter into battle phase because of battle damage right now. I can feel it. Yes, I could have synchro summoned for a level 8, but TMI. We'll get into that later. We're talking about battle damage, trying to end this as fast as we can, right? Right. Okay, so sometimes. TMI. Attack, Cyber Dragon, his face down. And we have a monster that cannot be destroyed by battle. But I think if I turn it into attack position, does it destroy itself or something? How does it destroy itself? Galim Duo. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. So maybe that's not in defense or attack either. When this card controller takes any damage, destroy this face-up card. This card can be treated as a two tributes. Can be treated as two tributes. The tributed summon of a light fairy. For the light fairy type monster. All right, so really want to get that off the field, but I can't do it right now. Still can synchro summon for that 8, and I should because this Galeen Duo is a 1700 attack in my tuner over here. This Cyclone Creator is only 14. Even if I were to turn in the defense, it's 1200 defense. Still too weak. So we really want to synchro summon. And speaking on that, we're going to enter main phase 2. And look at our extra deck. We can synchro summon Red Dragon Archfiend, which would have been a good monster to destroy him with, because this monster would have been in his defense, and Red Dragon RDA's effect would have been in applicable, so to say. We have Stardust Dragon who we're probably going to bring out, and we have Thought Ruler Archfiend, who if we were to attack with, could have, if his monster would have been destroyed by battle, we could have gained life points. So we're going to special summon one of the 3 of our Stardust Dragons to the field. Sending our Ally of Justice Cyclone Creator and our Cyber Dragon to the grave. Bringing out our Stardust Dragon. Now, these ancient gear decks. I really can't think of a light ancient gear deck for the time of this Yu-Gi-Oh game. This is which Yu-Gi-Oh is this? This is Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's Decade Duels Plus. I'm not 100% sure when it came out. Let's see if we can tell us anything about it. About this game, a year for this game, really don't see speed reading through it right now. But so I really can't commentate any more onto the ban list of this one right now until we go to plan with our guests. But we will go ahead and end our turn. See what he does with this Galleon duo we left him with. He won't activate just yet. He's going to tribute. 2 light star monster. Alright, let's see. 4 light. Ooh, no, fairy. Fairy, my bad, I apologize. I'm still thinking about the ancient gear deck. Paul, still thinking about you, dude. Scott, my bad, dude. All right, so we really need to go ahead and activate this space gate of ours since we made a major mess up right now. Should have chose red arch stream dragon or thought ruler arch stream. Made him notch that attack up a little bit more. We can't do any attacking to help us on that space gate, but we can summon the cyber valley. Excuse me. We just drew. His effect's gonna negate his attack. Hopefully, if he survives the first main phase of our opponent. Ending our turn, starting our opponent's turn. Our opponent summons a monster. Does some trickery with his monster. Yes, he goes to battle phase. Yes, he's in battle phase. And yes, since he's in battle phase, we're going to activate the effect of our cyber valley. Ending his attacks, saving us from 2600 direct attack. There's really no special summoning we can do. He ended his turn. We're going to activate our bait doll. We've drawn a card. Was the Fable Raven tuner. We're going to target his face down with our bait doll. Alright, a face down magic. Mirror Force. Yes, that was a game changer right there. That saved us from sudden disaster very nicely. Flattening on this Fable Raven we have, if we discard a couple cards from our hands, attack will go up by 800. But that'll only make him 26, and we really don't want to discard our Gores for the sake of his effect at the current moment. Trying to destroy his fairy monster he has right here. We're going to try to keep it TMI friendly a little bit, so without getting into it, couldn't make him plus 26, so we can't destroy him. We don't want to wait on our space gate, but we can go ahead and summon this Mad Dog of Darkness just to attack his Gallin duo, sending him some battle damage and putting a token on our space gate. Also destroying. I'm surprised. It wasn't because of that sanctuary in the sky. None of his scaries are gonna take any battle damage. Oh boy, that was a mess up again on my behalf. No apologies. Charge it to the game. Charge it to the. What are we gonna charge it to? The sister like Ken and friend by Jesus' name. Hey, catch up, right? Alright. So, gonna go ahead and go to main phase 2. We have to set this Blessed Tornado. Because we're not gonna be able to do any damage to this guy without it. With our space gate being at I think 2 counters right now. We could go ahead and special summon main phase 2 right now. We could activate the effect of Trap Card Space Gate. We could send it to the grave during this main phase. Special summon Raven, but then we'd be in our same situation again. Being greedy. Yeah. Know a little bit about your meta, right? Right. Yeah, meta friend and or kin, so to say, is for me is very good right about now. Yeah, I even throw that sister like in for me. I should have TMI. Should have TMI. But we are going to go ahead and do that. For some play, I think that would be the better play. His fairy monster wouldn't have made it through. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and Space Gate effect. We're Special summon our favorite Raven. Grab my body blood and spirit. Hey, right there, huh? I really want to substitute that. Look, I will force it, but you can't. You don't really want to use Lord of Ray, right? But I'll shout out my thumpers out there. Iron fire throwers, rock throwers, kickers. You know, hey, hey Lord. Shit about Jesus name, man. No, we gonna keep it up there until we stumble fall. But we're going. Season special summoner. We're gonna go ahead and use Fables effect. I don't think we have. I don't think we have a level 6 here because it's not our exegete's not lit up, so we don't have a 6. We're gonna go ahead and use Fables effect. We're gonna select the card in our hand to discard to the graveyard to increase the level of Fable by 1, making him a 2, and the attack of him by 400. Was it making him a 1700? Beast it? Yeah. Okay, so and making it able for us to simple summon this level 7 simple monster. And that could be a Stride Fighter or this ancient sacred wavering. Do not special summon wavering. Oh my goodness. Yes, we could do them because our Raven that's on the field is a light tuner, and we need one more monster. Thanks, Gores and Sir. We could special summon this Wave Ring. While having life points that are higher than our opponent's, this card gains attack equal to the difference. While our life points are lower than our opponent's, which it is now because we have 67 left and he has 8,000 in touch. This card loses attack, so we would lose 1,300. The difference between our life points transferring it, so to say, referring it between the cards and life points and attacks and whatnots and blah 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 blah. Making our wavering a sacred wavering not an 11 but an 800 attack when he comes out. So we're gonna special summon this Dark Stride Fighter just to give him something to play with. Worst thing that can happen during our that's getting a little too ahead of ourselves. Gonna special summon him in attack position, which is still kind of bad because he still kind of has the upper hand. We're not going to use any effects right now. The best thing we can do right now is just wait it out. Yeah, we got that dust tornado that we're going to try to attempt to destroy his sanctuary in the sky with. Ooh, thanks. Let's go ahead and read his fairy tribute. I think it's the Just Do It chicks effect. The architect, so to say. Each time a fairy monster is summoned, inflict 600 damage to me. Yay, alright, I get to take 600 damage. Once per turn, he can send one face-up fairy monster to his grave that he controls, except for his fairy monster he's using the effect of, and special summon that target. And right now, he has in his graveyard other fairies he can special summon would be this alchemist he has right here, this dimensional alchemist. He's gonna, I guess, try to get some draw power. I see a point in him trying to bring out his Gallon duo that he just sent there. What a quinkadee. That's exactly what he did. But I guess he did it for the burn. Alright, so keeping up with times. And he could attack right now. He's gonna do. Alright, just keeping up just nice burns. I guess hopefully that's the only attacks we've been taking lately. And this was what I kind of feared about me synchroning a little bit. I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. The more monsters, the merrier. We're gonna go ahead and let this 2731 go through right quick. Bye bye, Valenza. Yeah, that may be game for us. Yeah, that's game. It's not round 10. We can't surrender, but we want to go ahead and destroy the sanctuary in the sky. Fable's only 12, if that. No targets in our hand that can complete dark, excuse me, dust tornadoes, whatnot. Yeah, that's basically it. We lost this round to Scott. All right, with his fairy deck. It was horrible. Somebody had to do they do. He's gonna probably burn out for another 1800, then goes up. Oh, you know what? All right. That's a loss. We're gonna fast forward a little bit through these cards. We only get one card. Something for the E-Heroes. I really don't run heroes. It'd have to be a very nice hero that could fit into any theme that I run with. Probably even the newly made band list again. Who was it? Stratos was it? Macadomus is all the heroes, elemental hero metas that ran out there with Stratos. If he was the hero that made the band list, I think he had two effects. One, searching for another hero and destroying spell and trap cards on the field equal to the number of heroes when monster level 4. Forget his attack and defense. I think his attack is like 1800, something like that. Now that I speak about him, I should have ran with him because well, not really because I don't run with wind monsters, but I guess when I ever switch my dark silver to winds, maybe I would have ran with Stratos because I ran with Breaker coming in with a original 1600 attack, effect attack 1900. Saving this round, waiting for it to load and do its thing. Yeah, but Stratos 1800. He could hopefully destroy or send whichever his effect is to spell and trap card Stratos. If you don't know, do a little research. That L took me to rank 2, which is kind of good. I really kind of ready to end this. I'm kind of ready to shoot up some zombies. Go out there and see how many multi kills I can get back to back. TMI again. Fast forward. We took a L to Scott with his fairy deck, but we did win our first match with our duel with Paul with the ancient gears. So here we are into duel 3. Our opponent's going to be Skyon. Not sure of what kind of deck Skyon wears. Our white-haired fellow, or our teal-haired, blue-haired fellow. We're gonna our favorite play is the card that we don't have to move off of. That's gonna be Scissors, and apparently Sky for short. It won that play toss with a rock, choosing to go first. It looks like. Okay, let's see if he's gonna go first. Yes, going first. See if we can predict or presume what kind of deck he's gonna play with. Kind of looks like a ancient gear off rip if I had to guess myself. We're gonna heavy storm, get rid of his backfield right quick. One of those cards was a mirror force. Very good play on our behalf. And we're also going to go ahead and take his Gladiator Beast monster, if I haven't spoken on it already, with his brain control, paying 800 life points to synchro with it. We're going to summon our Fable Raven, level 2, Fiend, Light Tuner. And we are going to activate the effect of another card. This Metal Fiend card that gives us this Metal Fiend token. We're going to special summon it in defense. If we were to special summon that card in attack position from the Fiend Sanctuary, and left it on the field to the end phase until our opponent's turn, we would have gave our opponent an ultimatum of either having to attack that card and taking battle damage, effect damage of whatever the attack monster he attacked that token with, or he would have had to leave it on the field. But yes, we would have taken uh, 1,000 effect damage, but hey, worth it if it would have saved us battle damage in the end, right? Right. Okay, and that play kind of cost us in the end. I didn't count that. That 800 counter cost us, but we can make up for that. We can go ahead and attack with this ancient sacred wyvern, deducting his life points by 1,300, making our life points more than his life points, bringing our ancient sacred wyvern's attack back up to a beef stick. All right, main phase 2. We're going to set a card. Okay. Welcome again to the channel. Work in progress. Just give you some water right now. All those thirsty travelers out there. It's your thirstest. Oh, bad. Okay. Gotta get some of the profits from that to somebody else. You know, it's your thirstest. If he is, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ask a lot. Maybe I can use something to drink, right? Maybe. I don't know. Ask him. That's my body. What am I saying? I don't know. Ask him. Don't test him. Ask him. Alright. End of our turn. Alright. See what he do. Monster Reborn. Gladiator Beast deck again. That is another used to be a tire deck. What level tire? Not sure right now. What kind of support they got in the past few releases. I really haven't been into that heavy lately. Caught in between the middle of love and life, so to say, a little bit. My bad. Some more proceeds. Well, y'all help me out, make this pop. Alright, but he sets the card. We're gonna go ahead and go on the assault. I figure attacking the face down would be the better play. Save it was a man-eater bug. Oh my god. Man-eater bug would suck. Ooh. A hybrid deck. He had a elemental hero plasma in there too. Ooh, hybrids. Me, I kind of run like in real life, you know, in real life. My real life Yu-Gi-Oh deck, you know, it kind of runs you know, a hybrid meta, so to say. I've been kind of thinking of a name for it, you know, Cyber Teller Monarch Dad deck, so to say. I think I just gave up my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, challenge is open. You know what I'm saying? I am accepting challenges. You know what I'm saying? How to do them, where to do them. I don't know. We'll talk about that. Hey, post a comment, right? Right. All right. Okay, so us. Nope. Actually, opponent. Call him in his draw phase. Main phase 1. He sets again. No backfill. Good for us. Hopefully we get a monster. We don't get a monster. We need a tuner. But we can perform some trickery right now. We can activate this mind control. Take his face down monster. We won't chain to any other cards. If it allows us, we'll use whatever effects that face down monster has. If none, we can now, since we have creature swap in our hand, we can activate it. Creature swapping. The monster that we could not chaining any other effects, but we could creature swap that mind control monster we took with the other monster that our opponent had, and we could now tribute. Hopefully, we could now tribute. We're not going to. Yes, we can now tribute that monster we just creature swap with for another monster, saving us our tails, giving us more battle damage we can inflict. Oh yes, Savoring is gonna hit the roof. He's at 26 now, so yes, straight into battle phase. Summon Skull attacks 25 to his 16. I don't think gladiators have anything that they can discard to make them increase their monster's attack. But we will go ahead and attack with our ancient sacred wavering, who's sitting at a nice 35 right now. Our opponent's LP is at 58. No chains. Oh, that would have been catastrophic. He would have turned our wavering into defense. He wouldn't have took that 35. End of our turn. All right, opponent sitting at 23 life points left. We're sitting at 72. He rescue cats. All right, he can. He has a play, so to say. Hopefully, we ain't cheer for the underdog, right? If this game was up to date, he could have XYZ'd. I don't think XYZ monsters are in this version. I have to track out the other PlayStation with the other version of Yu-Gi-Oh! In it to talk a little more about the XYZs and whatnots. But he uses his text targets effect, Gladiator Beast. Yeah, back in the day, it used to be one of my challenges. Them light ones, it would just destroy my waiver. when this Gladiator Beast monster is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, target one face-up monster, destroy that target. Yes, he's destroying my wavering, and there's nothing I can do about it. At the end of the battle phase, if this card is attacked or was attacked, shuffle it into his deck and he can special summon another Gladiator Beast. I don't see him attacking anytime soon, though, unless he still has a normal summon, which I think he already used. Saving our tails. Straight in the battle phase. Yes, straight in the battle phase. Our no entry can't save us, like other trap cards with similar abilities or effects could have. Summer Skull attacks his Gladiator Beast Murnilla. Yes, we're declaring an attack. Battle. We will not activate any effects. Not activate any effects. That's how my mom used to sound. Let me stop. That's how some moms used to sound when they hit the kids. Told you not to do it. Told you not to do it. Those chains in between the phases, right? Those phases in between the phases, so to say, right? All right. Summon Skull destroyed his Murillo as a result of battle. Nothing we would really else like to do. We have a no entry that can protect us, so to say, help defend us. Ending our turn. Opponent draws. We will not chain. Opponent sets. No chains. Opponent ends. And we will not do anything. We drew. We drew a soul exchange. No tributes to tribute his face down for. So we will go to battle phase. Summon Skull. See what his face down is. Activate no effects. So this is Gladiator Beast Hysteria. Hysteria? However you pronounce it. No offense. End of our turn. No entry still on the field for us. Opponent having a little hard time. Hopefully we can get to draw a monster this time. Heart of the cards. No monster, but we can go ahead and attack the battle phase. Cost being weary. Or, excuse me, cautious of, not even cautious. Let's say cautious. It's, careful that we don't want to be. But being cautious of his, back card. Go ahead, send Summer Skull in for 2,500 direct. Will that be game? Yes, that is game. Alright, a win for us. Alright. We inside in the house. We got a crush card. Something for the Samurais. Something for the Geminis. Bamboo, something for the bamboo sword, the technique, dinosaurs, Lord D, another Amazon, something for our opponent's graveyard. We will probably add that into our deck, depending on if we succeed into the, I guess they call it the preliminaries, or into the next round, so to say. We'd see if we'll add that into our deck and not during the deck surgery. We'll see if we get to have public deck surgery. I'm not really too kind to having my theme all out there. Even though this isn't my so to say live action decks thing, but still, you like to keep a little bit of mystery to it. Something for the imagination, right? Right. But yeah, another card that may go. Sheen Spy. Going through the cards we had in the inventory in the real live action supply. I forget what it does. Select one face up monster you control uh, to activate this card. Give control of it to this. Giving control of the selected monster to your opponent until the end phase. Okay, so there was a deck I was thinking about helping to develop around this card, Sheen Spy. It has to do with a lot of the old cards, the MRL cards. There was a card that if you switch control of it with your opponent, you increased your life points by 2,000. There was another card that if you switch control of it with your opponent, you inflicted damage to your opponent equal to 2,000, I think it was. And there was also others out there. So Sheen Spy, yes, good card to get, especially if I can get those the rest of the theme to go with it. I would really like to help develop some kind of shift control deck, shift control burn deck, so to say, to play around with a little bit, kick around, so to say. Uh, Next card. A Cyber Korean. I like cyber cards. Yeah, they touch my heart a little bit. No love for them. None of that worldly junk. No, you know what I'm saying? No. But we kind of. I see them. So to say. Normal monster bio plant. For the normal monsters out there. Normal decks. Soul Demolition. I think that has something to do with a fiend monster. And yeah, those were all we got. Saving that progress content, so to say. That was all for that. Let's see, did we make it? Yeah, all right. And point wise too, we succeeded into the next round. Uh, we'll be moving on to the next stage of the tournament, the quarter final pairings. This is where it gets a little hard, a little challenging because they send you up against players like the 5D's game, when the Synchro Monsters first got introduced to the game, to the meta. We had cards from duelists of the meta of the anime. Excuse me. Like I forget her name. Her name was it was right there on the tip of my tongue. But she ran with the Black Rose Dragon. Another card that touched my heart, and this guy that ran with the Flaming Skulls. I think they were burning skulls, and then we had the fairies, ancient fairy dragon synchro, Dark Stride fighter synchro. I'm not sure who this burning skulls guy synchro monster was, and Dark Stride fighter his theme. He ran with like I want to say Reptors, but that's too up to date to our date from the 5Ds. That's Reptors are like more like the Art 5. I would like to throw them in, or before Art 5 was Zexel, so to say, maybe. Raptors, but not Raptors, but he ran with like a TMI. We're just gonna say trap, trap reactors. That's what we ran with. Yeah. All right. So we have to run through some plants, some trap reactors, some burning skulls, and some fairy monsters. Right now, if it was the ancient fairy deck leader who I guess we're gonna put on the far right, if it was her twin brother, we'd be running against the Morphtronics, was it? Also talking about the left sides of the duelist, or yeah, actually that's who Akiza, the plant deck duelist deck leader on the far left. That's who Baba Bloomer. That's who that's what excuse me deck thing she has. So we have from left to right we have Athusa, I think the plant lady. We're gonna call her plant lady because she's a weird psychic plant lady. You know, repent, Lord, may us again. Um, we're evil plant lady with the black rose dragon. Then we have one of the twins, the male version of the twins with his Morphtronic deck. Then we have me going against the Mr. Blazing Skull dude. We also have Yusei going against the Trap Reactor deck, the Psychic dude, which he needs to come up off of his cards. Huh, I haven't seen a psychic a psychic android since I've been playing this game, and wow. But still, not being covetous or anything. Excuse our language. You know, getting out of the way of truth right quick. Go ahead, do your thing, patience. We have him going against the fairy deck. So proceeding on with these quarterfinals or whatnot. Wow. Talk a lot. My bad. I'm trying to keep it entertaining, y'all. Well, welcome again, what these names, everybody. Well, if you hear with me during the struggle, hey, I repent. Uh, just pray to God it ain't doing the winner, right? Right. All right. Keep it moving. And we're walking. Oh, the name of my deck, as always, even the live action deck is work in progress. This deck we're watching right now, it's basically what they give me, and hey, if it don't work, it don't work. If it works, it works, and we have stuff like Monarchs and Spell Trap Destroy abilities inside, a little special summoning, a little extra deck, synchros. I'm not sure if we have any XYZ monsters in our extra deck. It's too young for the pendulums or the. It's probably, yeah, I think it is too young for the XYZs too, so we're just working with synchro monsters. Alright, he goes first. Looks like we're going up against a zombie deck, burn deck, or he runs with zombie monsters, so to say. Ends his turn with a zombie monster on the field, face down. I drew. Creature swap. We could be very dirty right now and set this during this turn and set that scapegoat and creature swap it with something that he activates in the future, or I'm really plotting on taking this monster right now. And that, oh, I didn't mean to activate. I should have just said it. Because I can't summon a monster right now. And his monster is in the tune of given. I can still go ahead and activate this creature swap. Trade monsters with him. Giving us an 18. At least we can attack, right? Yay! Alright, so battle phase. Our newly taken zombie master is going to attack his newly acquired token. Leaving him monsterless. Sending us to main phase 2 by choice. Setting our face down, setting our Dust Tornado, destroying one of his present or future spellline or trap cards, and ending our turn by choice. So to say. Okay, so we're walking and we're walking. Our opponent draws a card. Our opponent summons a Mizuki, 1700 4-star Earth Zombie monster. When that monster goes to the grave, he's going to be able to special summon one monster from his grave by removing that Mizuki from play. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Our life points are higher than his, and we're going to go ahead and activate this Death Tornado, even though we're a little late. Destroying his back face down card. Yes, we are very late. Nothing we would like to set. Checking our graveyard to see if we have any dark monsters in there. No dark monsters. Only thing we can really do is stall with the Sword of Revealing Light. End on our turn. Because of his Torrential Tribute. He activated Torrential Tribute when I should have destroyed it during the end phase of that turn. You know, it was my fault. I repent. Boom. Looks like I should have also activated that King Sanctuary too, giving him an ultimatum of attacking it, taking damage, and me not having to take that total 36 right there. There's I hate wasting cards too, so we're gonna go ahead and activate Soul Revealing Light again. Hopefully he doesn't have another giant Trine RDRR to all our scientists out there and to all our jokesters. Hey, scientists, jokesters, scientists, y'all talk to each other. Y'all will get it. RDRR. RDRR. Alright, so, I don't know. Yeah, we didn't want to summon that Rock Monarch we just drew.